Had a dream that my new school was actually 3 schools across 3 different dimensions. Me seeing that my school is actually 3 schools across 3 different dimensions. It didn't say that on the school's website. I must get out of here as quick as possible! For context, only certain doors in the school would lead to different schools. The main school was red and blue, the second one was purple and lime green, and the third school was orange and blue. I made it my mission to investigate these other schools by the end of the school year, but woke up before I could do so. Witness the McCryptid. He, skittered around in tunnels under the playplace, climbing drains, trading shitty toys to unsuspecting children, and evading the FBI by putting pieces of playplace in their way. Dreamt I went to see Avatar 3 in the cinema. The film opened with Jake Sully announcing that he'd left his wife and family because he'd come out as bisexual and wanted to explore his identity. Then I logged into Tumblr, and this was the first thing I saw, in vivid detail. Diversity win? He left his wife! I dreamt that after his defeat, Neo-Metal Sonic became a physics teacher trying to teach gravitational potential energy to his disinterested class.
Never in my 10 years of teaching have I seen a class this loud and disruptive.
I once dreamt that Pepsi made this ad roasting Coke, and it went viral. But it went horribly wrong, and Pepsi ended up going bankrupt by the end of the dream, just before I got woken up for school. There are 2 types of Coke, but only 1 type of Pepsi. Dreamt that CinemaSins did a video on the Captain Underpants movie, but every time Captain Underpants appeared or said tra-la-la, it counted as a sin because it's apparently racist for some reason. Dreamt that the pig from Barnyard, looking exactly as shown here, handed me a razor and said this: "Shave off your skin." The horrible fast food item for my dream. It smelled pretty good. First, prepare a soft-shell taco, a quesadilla, and a pizza folded in half. Then stack these 3 food items with sauce layers in between them. Then put the stack into a large tortilla, creating a big soft-shell taco. Add more sauce layers to the top and bottom of the stack. Alright, we've got the outer shell, folded pizza, soft-shell taco, quesadilla, and it's all got sauce in between it. This morning I dreamt that Subway caused a massive outrage by making a new sub full of ZQuil that you could only buy late at night. This led to an epidemic of people falling asleep on their drives home. Subway! Try out our new ZQuil Sleepy Time sub tonight. Only available after 10 p.m. Now open late. Dreamt that I was watching the news with my dad and saw World of T-shirts being arrested for killing an old woman. It wasn't a tweet like this, but I can't recreate a news headline easily. Also, I saw him in handcuffs being escorted like Luigi's Mansion 3 was last month. She must have told him to put the fries in the bag. I just dreamed that Wendy's revamped their menu to have nothing but soups and announced it by changing their logo and branding to this, and people started making memes and dedicated accounts simping for it. She's here. Is she single? She's so cute.
Soup.
Team Fortress 2 engineer Build-A-Bear controversy dream. I had a dream last night that Build-A-Bear had collaborated with Valve to make an engineer Build-A-Bear. It was widely hated by the TF2 fanbase for being pretty inaccurate to the game, and for Build-A-Bear fans for being literally just a human. They were always in stock because nobody wanted it. I think in my dream I was holding a blue one, but I forgot about that while making the image. Otherwise, this is my artistic interpretation of what it looked like. Dreamed last night that Squidward was in a porn video and did not participate in any sexual activity and just sat there awkwardly. Had a dream where MrBeast tweeted that he bought Sesame Street. Everyone was happy except for the official Santa Twitter account. "We just bought Sesame Street for $5 million! We'll keep you guys posted on what comes next." What a fucking waste of money. This isn't helping anybody, especially not the kids. Shut the fuck up, you imaginary hobo. Super Elmo. You need to believe me when I tell you that Elmo with the Chaos Emeralds came to me in a dream. Dreamt that there was a trend where people admit their fears but they pretend like their fave said it.
I'm afraid of peeing my pants in public.
I fear the Kool-Aid Man. I cry every time I see my uncut toenails.
I've always been scared of swimming in the ocean, but it doesn't really make sense when I say it. Dozed off in class and saw this randomly. Don't ask me how it got into my mind. So Barney was behind the chemtrails? Barney is the pilot. Still, he was involved. Dream that I drove to the store to buy sriracha, but every building turned into a Vietnamese Dairy Queen. I had no idea that Viet fucking Nam had Dairy fucking Queen. Learn something new every day. I dreamed that there was a Family Guy season where Peter and Chris became Scene. I remember it started with the Griffins gathering around the table, and Peter and Chris came in last, and Lois was upset with their new looks. So this wasn't a standalone episode, but like a full season? Wow. I dreamt Donald Duck was a teenager, and the replies, the first tweet said, "Oh no," and the rest of the tweets were things you'd expect perverted netizens to say about a 12 or 13-year-old. I had a dream where Donald Duck was about 12 or 13.
Oh no!
How would Donald Duck be 12 or 13 and have nephews and own a home? I wouldn't rule out a fountain of youth. I mean, you could be 12 and an uncle if your older sibling is old enough. The home thing, yeah. Can confirm, I've been an uncle since age 2. I've always actually thought that he was a young teenager. Outside of DuckTales 2017, he does not come off to me as being an adult at all, and acts more like a mean older brother to Huey, Dewey, and Louie as opposed to a loving father. But that's just me. Shark attacks in Animal Crossing? I once had a dream where Nintendo had an Animal Crossing New Horizons update where you had to swim away from the sharks while you were swimming. If it catches up to you, it would eat you alive. I woke up with a mini heart attack afterwards. Mel Brooks released the Producer's Holiday Special, and it was just the 2005 movie, but everyone had Santa hats photoshopped on. And a green screen snow effect constantly played on loop regardless of the setting.